What's good, y'all? It's your boy A1 from Stars Gaming. I'm out here trying to run the PA shot post. This is in the Carolinas playbook. This is the episode 2 of the passing series, and I'm putting out just a bunch of different passing concepts. Some of the main passing combos inside this set is the deep post and then the wheel route. Um, Other than the post and the wheel route, man, it pretty much everything else is audible, hot route, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Make sure you always got the wheel route going and the post shot. The post shot's going what's called attack cover three. It's gonna make that safety sink, and then also just make cover two look really bad. So keep in mind of that. I'm just gonna run it basically right now out of this. You can find this play in any side of any trips formation, pretty much in the game. It's a go-to play. Also, some things I like to do is have A go on a route, the tight end. Maybe have B do a stop route. So just keep your opponent on the heels. Let's just run it basically how it is. Always ID the mic too as well for pass protection. You'd be surprised. Usually that dig that goes across the field, he's usually open a lot of the times. In cover three, like basic cover three, you're not necessarily gonna find more open. I'm gonna try to hit him right now for you guys, just to give you guys a look. Yeah, see, bro, it is hard to get him open. It's hard, but you can get him there. You can get him kind of open just because that it's like the wheel will take the outside backer, the mic, we see the M. He's gonna spread him out, and then like the Y, the dig, uh, that's gonna kind of spread him. So it kind of vacates the middle of the football field. I'm gonna show you guys again. I'm gonna try to stay in the pocket, but it's sometimes just tough to hit that post route inside the pocket. There you go. But you see how that opens up just a little bit because a small window that you can hit for that deep post route. But the majority of the time you're not gonna get it. But it'll be there occasionally. Another thing I like to do, man, is the wheel. The wheel right now doesn't necessarily work well against cover three. That's more of a cover through thing. But when you do have cover three, which you're running against right now, this is some things that I like to do. So simple like this, man. Have him sit. Have him sit. Just for short yardage. Just real quick, play action. It's kind of like an RPO in a way. Again, I'm going to show you guys. Have him sit. Another thing you can keep in mind when you're throwing the ball, this is some high-level stuff. Keep in mind the low passing. When you're doing a low pass, you want to hold on to L and then the person you're throwing to. Like right now, you're going to see how the ball goes a little bit lower, and your opponent has there's no way he can pick the ball off unless he's literally like on him. It's a low bar here. The last thing I like to do, man, is A with the tight end. That's when you guys gotta get kind of sneaky. So right now I'm gonna send him on the fade. The fade right there, that's gonna open up what's it called, the dig going across the field. You'll be surprised. It's gonna take that safety all the way back, or whoever's at deep there is gonna take him deep. It's gonna open up him. Since the wheel route's not really a factor, I like to have him just sit. ID the mic, and this is our route combination adjustment. We got to stop like I was showing you earlier with Bird, and we got Olsen on the street. They're coming. Money. The other thing I like to do is the crossing routes. Just a simple drag, but this time I like to keep the wheel wrap because it spreads everybody out. ID the mic, so you have good pass protection, and then run it. Also, you guys keep in mind when you're throwing things, the ball, hold on to RA if like the drag's going free underneath, like across the field, just because it allows the player to continue to run in stride when you pass the ball. That's a tip kind of I kind of figured out. Just hold on to R. A bunch of things you can do, man. Let's show you guys some cover two though. We'll show you guys some cover two, give you guys a different look. So this is cover two right now. We're just gonna run it basically, basic. What should be open is X. X should be open when you got cover two. X and then bird should be your guys. Let's check it out. Again, I didn't write there. I didn't ID. When you don't ID, it causes issues up front. Always make sure you ID the mic. See the difference in the pass? It's like Y is kind of open, but I mean, the deep post is kind of open, but there's some things you probably need to do in order to keep him open, because then that other safety, he's not necessarily going to go attack on the dig, if you notice. Like, let's take a look so we can fix it. Okay, as you can see right here, this safety, his eyes is like, he's not necessarily he doesn't have to sink, so he's pretty much playing inside like the hash, close to the hash, so he could take away that deep post. The dig is no, I mean, like it's too late. You know what I mean? So if you have a streak going right here, it's gonna make him get out the way, and it's gonna open up a huge thing across the middle of the field, open space. So let's check that out. Let's give the defense a different look. ID the mic. We're gonna try to hit X in the middle of the football field. Again, this is cover three. He's on it pretty much. The only person that's open on that is Y. I mean, your dig going across the field, just because it's a money route. Oh, he missed him. I mean, you guys see he's open, but I want to hit him just so you guys can see. I mean, shoot, that's if that's taken, then you got to throw the dig. You know what I mean? It's just kind of what you have to do, as much as you want to. But if that middle linebacker's dropping and he's sinking, you have to. Some things you can do if you want to pretty much attack the middle of the field. I like to do this right here. Have the tight end go underneath, and then you'll see how they adjust to that. These are just different route combinations you can use against cover two when you're running PA shot. PA shot, like I said, is mainly will and then deep post. They are coming after me. So it is a money play route. Again, the cover two is playing that. You got to take whatever they're gonna give you, man. You can't be forcing things. That's not how things work in this game. You cannot force. The last thing I like to do is this right here, set in motion. This is one of my go-tos, and then hit the streak. Like I said, PA shot will, man. It's deep posts and digs, and then the wheel route, man. It's nothing crazy. It just kind of is what it is. And sometimes you get the RPO action right here with the tight end and the slot receiver. That was a low ball right there, just because that DB was there and you can't get to him. Again, this is cover two, so if the middle linebacker is taking away that deep post route, because he's sinking into the deep there in a Tampa look, hit that crossing route. That crossing route is going to be open. It's going to be open. But of course, we're going to need some type of assistance with blocking. I mean, that's mandatory. There's some other things you can do against cover 2 as well. Uh, if they're giving you kind of like a cover 2 look, some things I like to do as well is turn it into like a Mills concept in a way. That's just a drag underneath. You still have the deep post, you got the dig going across the field, but then you're bringing your wheel route, because the wheel route's being taken away by that flat. The corner's playing it pretty well in this cover 2. He's not jumping down no flat routes. Beat him across, bro. This is a Mills concept right here. You can adjust the Mills if you need to. If he's on him, I mean he's on him, but that's some way right there you can beat cover 2 as well. Don't be afraid to audible too as well. You don't always have to run the passing concept, but if you peep something, like if you notice like, okay, like they're in cover 2, then make your adjustments, you know what I mean? Like this right here is a cover 2 beater. Like you kind of notice like, okay, like earlier I was running the other plays, they weren't working. Don't keep running the same stuff. Sometimes PA's shot is gonna hit, and then sometimes it's not gonna hit. Sometimes you're gonna need to make adjustments on the fly if you notice certain coverages and they're playing them well. There's nothing wrong with changing your coverage up and changing your route combinations up when stuff's not working. And what makes that route combination pretty nice is that the fact that he's occupied. That backside safety has to be occupied because that deep dig route coming right at him. Therefore, it's cover 2. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work for the defense. It makes things real difficult. Oh, how are we missing these throws, bro? Come on, Madden. You know better than that. I'm gonna end off on a quick tub right here, and then I'll be off. Alright, on that note, you guys, I'm out. I'll show you guys a replay there real quick of that, just so you can kind of see. I showed you guys kind of how to attack cover 3. When you got cover 2, there's adjustments that you might need to make, kind of like how I made right now. And it's pretty much we put the slot receiver, which was in a wheel route. We had him go on a streak. We had our left outside guy go on a streak, and we had Y right here just run across the field. That way, it's going to occupy not only a user guy, it's going to occupy a safety too, because that user's going to need help. Because the only way to stop like the crossing routes running across the field is if you user it. So if you're usering it, the way you can like throw the ball in this game, you can angle that thing off and make the user look really bad. Like you don't have to make him throw to that dig all the way across the field. You can make him peel off and cause issues, but this right here is killer. Unless you're using this, it's going to be a touchdown. Let's say he brings this guy over here, but that's some high level stuff. It's not going to be able to do that on the fly when you're going pretty fast tempo. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. I'm going to drop some more videos this week. Just zone beaters, man. I'm just dropping zone beaters this week, and I'll move forward with something new next week. So this is episode 2 of the zone beaters PA shot cross. Your boy A1 is out.